You know, last night I did the audio recording talking about how Becky Lynch probably more than likely has resigned with WWE, and there's the proof right there of that audio video that I did. But the reason I said that basically is because, as I mentioned there, we are now in a day and age, in case people have forgotten, that is ran under the regime of Triple H, Paul Levesque, and Nick Khan. And this new regime, this new team, if you will, is very tight-lipped about a lot of things. They will not even let anybody within the offices and behind the scenes of WWE know what's going on unless they can trust them not to say anything, not to leak anything out. And that's pretty much what's been going on as of late. Even when he had a brief stint in control, during that little first hiatus by Vince McMahon, did anybody expect Johnny Gargano to come back? No. And then you take a look at his recent run now. Did anybody expect Tama Tonga to show up on the SmackDown after Mania? Not really. They probably expected more Fatu, even though the word out there was Tama Tonga was in town. Then you go to Backlash. Did anybody expect Tonga Leo? The other half of the Gorillas of Destiny? No. They expected Jacob Fatu, but they got Tonga Leo instead. And nobody, not even Fightful Select, knew that was going to happen. So you take that into consideration. And you think about some of the other things that he's done. And you have to ask yourself, if you really think, and especially with the way he reacted towards Fightful Select and other outlets like them during the recent media scrum, do you think, honestly, Triple H, Nick Khan, and their team under this new regime are going to let word get out that Becky, is resigned? No. You think they're going to let it get out so that Fightful Select, PW Insider, Wrestling Observer, Meltzer, and all of them can say she's staying? No. They're going to wait until the time is right. And the way things are operated now, whether she takes time off, which she was planning to do after Mania anyway, they might have come to an agreement, hey, this is your new deal, and it won't start until you come back. So I want people to remember this. I want them to remember, I want you guys to remember that, this is not the Vince McMahon era anymore. Because back then, news got out about something going to be happening, somebody debuting, pretty much all these outlets would be right on the money. Not this time around. Because now you got these outlets basically becoming like everybody else. Observers, theorists, speculators, wondering, okay, are we hearing, what we're hearing from our quote-unquote sources true? Or do our quote-unquote sources now have no clue? Because again, you think Triple H is going to let it get out, knowing that there are, insiders within the company leaking out information they're not supposed to? Of course he's not. So, I'm just telling you guys right now, Becky Lynch, as I said in the original audio video, probably more than likely has resigned, but we're not going to know until they say the time is right. All right? And what's going to happen is she's automatically going to probably take time off, spend time with Seth while he heals up, spend time with her daughter because her daughter's going to school very soon. She wants to be part of that. So she's going to do what she needs to do to heal up from any injury she has, be there for her husband when he heals up, and be there for the daughter as she gets ready to take the first step into having an education. And I also want people to remember this. Drew McIntyre probably resigned long ago. We only got a visual representation of him pretty much confirming it when he got that sword delivered to him, courtesy not of The Rock, but on The Rock's behalf. So I want you guys to think about that. Everybody thought, oh, McIntyre's contract's coming up soon. Oh, he may not resign. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see him at Wembley at All In. Him against Ospreay be great. You people remember you all saying that? Some of you saying that? And what happened? Now you've had to eat those words. You've had to eat those words now, and there's a good chance you're going to eat them again. Not saying that's going to happen, but there's a good chance it will. Because again, like I said, new regime, new people in charge, and let's just put it this way: information that used to be leakable, I think that leak is being pretty much plugged up and fixed from being, from spreading any further than it has. So, yeah, remember your excitement when that happened, and then you had to basically swallow your pride, eat your words, and be like, ah, crap, he's not going anywhere. Remember that. Remember that. Okay? So stop assuming something's going to happen, but all because, let's be honest, I've said this before when I talked about this kind of stuff, all you really want is your dream matches. Just come out and say it. Just come out and say, look, we know more than likely she might just take time off and then go back to WWE, but oh, we would love to have those dream matches just once. Just say it. Just say that's all you want. And people would understand, even if you end up being wrong about her going elsewhere. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys, on this situation. And do you agree that this is a new regime where pretty much leaks in information given to the likes of Fightful, PW Insider, and others, it's not so obtainable as it used to be? Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree? And I am out.